Hello, everyone. We are live with the one and only Chocolate Johnny. And we are live on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. We are live on LinkedIn. Hello, LinkedIn. We are also live on Periscope and YouTube. And John is joining us live from Australia. Really excited. So I'm really honored. And those of you who have been following my journey, you know that I just resigned from my associate professor position this year. And now I'm building my own school, #classroom without walls. As I do believe the best education happens outside the classroom. And I'm organizing, which is actually next month, I will be seeing you in person. So I'm organizing an entrepreneurship immersion in Singapore. And I have been spotlighting all the speakers. So far, I did already 3 or 5. And John is another amazing speaker and who is going to join us live in person and will be bringing us some perfection chocolate. Perfect for Christmas, for the holiday. And so John is still going to join us besides chocolate, and he's also going to bring his wisdom and knowledge and will share with us social media and how to leverage social media to build a community. And for those of you who are not familiar with my immersion program, has a few key components. And we have online learning, which is a class on entrepreneurship. And you will also be earning 2 important certifications to give your career a boost. The program is for young adults between 17 to 27 years old. So 2 certifications include Adobe certification and entrepreneurship and small business certification. And then everyone comes to Singapore. It's going to be summer. Bring our swimming suit. I will be staying at a resort. And John and 9 other amazing entrepreneurs and digital marketers will be joining us live in person in Singapore. I will also be visiting Microsoft, Adobe, HubSpot, Talkworker, and a number of leading startup companies in Singapore. Will also be visiting Universal Studios. And so I know, right? And John, his son, I'm not sure about your wife, but his son is going to join us live also in Singapore. I'm so excited. And I want to share with you guys, this is the place that we will be staying. Let me see. I think I have this beautiful resort place is only for members. And so I used my amazing connections and my dear friends and give us some connections and some special passes so that we can stay at the yacht club in Singapore. It's really beautiful. You can see the sunrise and sunset. And I absolutely cannot wait. And in about 30 days, we'll be seeing each other in person. So in today's quick live streaming show, I just want to introduce John to you in case you don't know this amazing gentleman here, and also share what he's going to discuss, which is social media and community building. Just in case you don't know who John is is the CEO of Perfection Chocolates. And he's also a small business advisor, a live streamer, an amazing social media storyteller, a keynote speaker. And I actually connected with John in person when he was speaking at the Social Media Examiner, their conference in San Diego, I think 2 years ago. So really honored. And I can't wait to see you again. Thank you so much, John, for joining me live on a Monday. For those of us who are still Sunday evening, and join us on a Monday and join me in person in 30 days in Singapore. And welcome to this show.
G'day. I've got to tell you, your future is looking so good. Here in Sydney, it's Monday. The clouds are clear. There's the sun is shining. Your Monday is going to look very good.
I can't wait.
I don't know the lotto numbers for you, but I have your future in a few hours is looking fantastic. But what a great introduction. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Just remember, if you guys are thinking about coming to Singapore or getting some of your kids along, chocolate is available. We are bringing tons of chocolate. Just that, I think, in itself, we're gonna. I promised that we're definitely going to be bringing a lot of chocolate, letting you guys try what it's like to have good old Aussie chocolate. We'll most probably do a few giveaways and get you involved in a big way. But thanks, and I can't wait. I've got to tell you, I've been telling all my customers about it, and I've got there's a big buzz. I spoke to a few teachers about what you're doing as well, and they are like, "Wow, tell me more." So I've been sending out, spamming them with all the emails that you've given me and all the pamphlets. So yeah, I'm excited for you. I'm really, and for those of you, like I just said, only a few years ago, 2017, this lovely lady was watching me on Periscope. I love live streaming, and we finally got to meet in real life. And I said to her, she was telling me how she wanted to do all this stuff, and I said, just do it. And oh my gosh, I've just watched I grow to this amazing entrepreneur, this amazing motivational, inspirational speaker, you've just, you should be really proud of yourself. And I'm so proud of you too. And I can't wait to come and be a speaker and motivate and inspire all those kids over there, and, for us to connect again.
Oh, me too. Very excited. Yeah, you mentioned that we connected on Periscope. We connected through social media. So share with us, you are a small business owner. So how has social media helped you get to where you are today?
It's a funny story. I call myself, and I wouldn't say I'm a success, but in business, in business, I feel I am. But with social media, everyone says, "Oh my God, who's this Chocolate Johnny? This John Capos? Where has he come from?" I'm an overnight success. It's taken me 12 years of being on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. I'm on every platform that you can find. So it started, it started back when I told my father I wanted $25,000 to build a website, and he said, "What? A website? What's that?" I said, "Dad, we can put our chocolates up in the web." He says, "What web? Just buy a house, will you?" I'm like, "No, we've got to buy a website." Anyway, eventually we did get a website, but thank God it wasn't 25,000. So I think I've always had that interest and that passion of that I don't know, that stepping out of the box, about making something uncomfortable for me and pushing me to that next limit and trying something. I'm not afraid to try anything. I'm a perfect example of someone who's scared of heights. I'm scared to stand on a chair, but I'll get on a roller coaster, or I'll, Eva and I want to go and do not bungee jumping. I want bungee jump, but parachuting, or stuff like that. So I got on to the website, and then all of a sudden things started happening in that social media realm. Facebook came. Well, I straight away put my name down. I got my business on there. Then Twitter, and then Twitter came, and I put my business on there, and Perfection Chocolates and John Capos, and then Snapchat. People were surprised how old Snapchat is, and then YouTube. I did a YouTube clip 2 years ago with my son Spencer making chocolate 2 years ago. 12 years ago. I think it's 10 or 12 years ago. So, I'm always got my fingers in that. I loved it. And I just always thought, how can I use this platform to build the brand Perfection Chocolates? And of course, in turn, from that brand came Chocolate Johnny, John Capos, and I was fortunate enough to travel the world and speak around the world and meet people like and meet just amazing people. It's great you're meeting all these people online, but that actual hug, when you put those arms around you, go, "My God, you've been watching me. I've been watching you. I've seen you grow. I love what you're doing. You're amazing." The positivity is just magnetic and infectious. And, I'm just like, give me the virus. And I'm like, give me it. Virus of happiness. Come on, more. And we lack, and that's what we need. And you're going on about building a community, and that's how the start of it is. by
Totally. I remember when you were speaking at Social Media Examiners Conference, you shared stories of there were customers who came to your shop because they discovered you through one of those social media platforms. So share a story with us.
So I love Periscope. I love live streaming. Get me in front of the camera. I don't care how bad it looks, whatever happens, where I am, just push that button. And I love helping people to, to live stream and broadcast. So what I did is I started using Periscope and started building a following, because I just started broadcasting Perfection Chocolates and the sunset, and I started broadcasting the sunrise and Bondi and Sydney, and I started building up a bit of a community. Then I realized that one day this young girl walked in and she said, "Hi, my name's Amanda. I watch you on Periscope." I went, "Oh my God, hi, how are you?" And it's like, wow. I was like, "You're watching me?" And she said, "I had to come and see you." And so we had chocolate, and she saw the shop, and she still follows me, and we're still really good friends. And she comes to the shop and brings a friend. Now that was number one. A few years later, we're now close to 100 people from Periscope itself.
Wow.
People coming. I've had, there's the on reality TV. There's a Rick's Restoration. These guys restore things, and it's a big famous TV show. And they all came. They were watching me. It's so bizarre that they're on reality TV. They're watching me, and they said, "We had to come and see you." And they placed a $500 order. So they placed a $500 order. They went to Perth, and I shipped it to Perth. They wanted to give it to some clients they were meeting and some TV people. So from that, just that person, they bought $500 worth of product. Plus, we still connect, and we're still friends, and we still chat, and so many people. I've got, there's Chris Martin, I've got Simon Iggy is a classic one where he and I connected on Periscope. And when I met him at a Periscope meetup, it was like meeting my best friend. And he came to Australia and he met Costa. I don't know if you're watching from Australia, my mate Costa Georgiadis is the gardening guru, and he's a TV host. He's on TV, and I'm teaching him how to live stream, and he's just kicking butt on there as well. So and I love the fact that, and now, but the thing is, once I started doing on Periscope, I'm doing it on all platforms too. So if you're watching me on YouTube, if you watch me on Facebook, come in and say hello, take a photo, and let's tell your story, why you came in here, what is your favorite chocolate. I'm doing it now on TikTok, even though TikTok is musically originally it's about 4 or 5 years old.
Wow.
I was doing it on Snapchat, so I get people to come and we do a Snapchat story. But TikTok now is the big rage. And I'm now reaching out to all the TikTokers. And only the other day, there was this lovely couple, and it's on my Facebook, Christy and Mandy. And I reached out to them. I said, "Oh, I think you guys are hilarious. Love watching you." And what I did is, to build that community, I built the relationship first. This is what I keep preaching to everyone. Build your relationship first. Forget everything else. Get out there, be honest, show who you are. And that in turn builds the trust. After a while, people get to see you and watch you and listen and fall in love with you, or like you, or enjoy your content. And then that builds your business. So I reached out to them. I said, "Look, I'd love to send you some chocolate." We sent them a 1.5 kilos of product. They did 3 TikToks. At the moment, one of those TikToks is at 550,000 views.
Wow.
From that, so many people have connected with me. So many people want to try my product. So many people now want to come to the store. And all I've done is connected with these people, building that community really slowly. It doesn't happen overnight. We all, I always say to people, just do it. Someone's going to watch you. Someone's going to listen. We start with 0 hearts and 0 likes. I mean, I do it with live streaming. Push the start broadcast button, push the TikTok button, push the Facebook button, push the LinkedIn button, push the Twitter button. Someone's going to watch you. Someone's going to listen. We all started with 0 hearts, 0 likes, 0 followers. All of us. I don't know anyone in the world who started with more, except for Mark Zuckerberg and a few others who own it. But, just remember, you have a story and we need and want to hear it. So you go and tell it. So, with that's how your community slowly just keep chipping away. And all of a sudden, who knows, you might have one or you might have 1 million people.
Yeah, there's so many great points. A few days ago, I did a video talking about this. Like, I'm really passionate about building a personal brand.
Yeah.
You have such an amazing brand and people connect with you so well. As a result of that, we want to try your product and service. But I think like many young children, at least young adults, they are not learning those like personal branding, digital marketing, and digital storytelling skills from their traditional school environment. That's why like I'm putting this event together. And that's why I'm inviting practitioners, not just academics, to come to this event so that students, those young professionals can learn from practitioners. So reflect on your journey, John. You have been on this journey for quite a few years and you shared some tips with us. And if you can kind of summarize and share maybe your top 3 tips with us that like kind of reflect on this journey. And if someone is thinking about this, but not sure and is kind of still on the edge, should I embrace social media? Should I embrace live streaming? So share your top 3 tips with us. People can start implementing those now to get to where you are today. I mean, everyone has a journey, but if you can kind of, those 3 tips really help you a lot. So you can share those with others.
There's one thing I love telling when I speak. Tell your story. That's the first thing. I always told my story. G'day everyone. My name's Chocolate Johnny, John Cabos, aka Chocolate Johnny. And back in 1939, Perfection Chocolates was started by my great uncle, my parents. I'm the CEO, the chocolate eating officer of Perfection Chocolates. And so, bring a bit of humor to it. So my tip is tell your story. And I spell tell with a T, which stands for teach, E for engaging, L for learning, and the other, I spell actually tell by TELL. So teach, engage, learn, listen. So important to listen to what you want, what people, and make people laugh.
Yeah.
So tell your story, and don't ever say to us, you don't have a story. You do have a story. And I know there's people out there who are afraid to do it and step out of their comfort zone. Don't have regret. Don't have regret of saying, oh, I never did it and I wish I did it. You won't realize until you do it, the people that you meet, you connect with, the business that you could build. Say you're on LinkedIn and all you're doing is writing posts, and you decide that you want to go live one day and you're scared and what I look like and who I am. And don't worry about that. Actually, no one really cares. It's only what you should care about. So, the tip is go out there, push the comfort zone. People will see that vulnerability and people will connect with you. People will engage with you and people will fall in love with you. And who knows what could happen? You might get asked to go to Singapore, or you might be, flown to do a TED talk, or you might, build a online store or e-store, and people might buy millions of products off you. So, that's so important for you guys to really to do it, to get out there. And then the other one is don't be afraid to give. The more you give, the more you receive.
Wow, I love that.
Don't be afraid to write something. And we're so blessed. TV is now the new YouTube is the new TV. Podcasting is the new radio. Writing a blog and writing an article is the new books, but a magazine. So, you have so many opportunities out there to give people. Don't ever want to hear, oh, I've got nothing to tell. No, actually you do. Sit back and quietly, all by yourself, in that quiet time, write something down. If you can't write it down, record it on your phone. We're so free to click that record button and put it on your voice memo. That'll give you some ideas. And then The other one is to record yourself on video. If you've got that confidence, and click the video and just record yourself. It doesn't matter. But please just give and give and give and give. And at the right moment, someone will come along and say to you, I would love you to speak in Singapore, and I would love you to be on TED Talk. I would love you to sponsor. Can we sponsor you? Here's a car, or here's some chocolate, or here's, some lighting, or here's a camera. So the more you give, the more you receive. But it's not about taking, it's about giving and then coming back. It always comes back to you. So hopefully that sort of can help someone out there.
Wow, those are some really, really amazing tips. And I know like many people when they start on, by the way, we have so many people joining us live right now. Thank you so much, everyone. Carlos, Matt, Anna, William, and a bunch of people on LinkedIn, Jacqueline. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. It's like Sunday evening, it's late. So like you also have such an amazing community, Johnny. And I like, even people here now, they were like, we love Perfection chocolate, which is, I tasted myself. It is really yummy. I can't wait to try more. So like, how long did it take you to build this amazing community? And in terms of community building, and you have a business to run, you are also active on so many social media platforms. So how do you balance everything? In community building takes, oh my God, so much time, so much effort. You respond to every single person. And so share with us first, like how long did it take you to build this amazing community, and some tips in terms of community building?
I don't know. I suppose from the day one that you get online is the day that you start building that community, and it all depends on how you build and what you give and what you're do you know what? If you are passionate about something, it shows in your face, in your eyes, in your voice, in your tone, in your presence, in your thing. I'm passionate about my family. I'm passionate about my business. I'm passionate about social media. I'm passionate about so many things. So when I talk about it, I talk freely, openly, and people see it. So building that community took me years. It took years, but I don't want to discourage anyone by thinking, oh, I don't have years. You have plenty of time. People have to realize that your community could exist with 5 people. 5 people in your life could make you very wealthy, could make you very happy, could make you an amazing life. But on the other hand, 5 million people could do the same. So it really references to what you want out of the community. Do you want to build a nice tight group of 5 or 5 million? Now with 5 million, I'd hate to see your DMs and your messages. It'd be impossible to get on there. I mean, that the guy that I've watched and listened to for many, many, many years is Gary Vee. The amount of times I've messaged him and snapped him and this and that, the other, and I never gave up. Never. I've met him 3 times. Wow. And one time when I snapped him personally, I snapped him and I walked up to him and he said, Chocolate Johnny. I said, Gary Vee.
Oh my God.
It was amazing. It was in Sydney. It was at the hotel.
So he actually recognized you.
He says, I recognize you from your Snapchat. And I went, thank you. It works. It works. And you know what? You've just got to keep doing it. So you're right. I don't mean to be a bit crudy, but I wake up in the morning. We wake up in our family home. We are up early every morning. Every morning because we open our store at 6:30. So Eva and I were up, and I go to the bathroom and I don't read the paper. I actually I look at my DMs, I look at my emails, and that's my peace time. So I just type away and then I'll go for a walk and we'll sit by the beach and
that's so funny.
And I'll DM back there. So, and I'll have a look. And then when we're at work, we wait and I book a time for myself to go, right, this half hour or this 1 hour is me getting back to those people, because I know what it's like when you're messaging people and and like you now, your life has now totally gone to a different level with you being so busy, and your connections now have grown exponentially. So, you must get the same, all these DMs and all these messages and all like,
I'm guilty of now. Yeah, I'm guilty of now responding to. Yeah, I'm definitely struggling. Yes, yes. I
well,
used to. I used to think, wow, why nobody was talking to me? Seriously, I was like, I got no notifications. But now I'm like the other end of the.
And how do we solve that problem? Now, people are going to say to me, oh, well, yeah, okay, how do we do it? You know what? It takes one post with a little video saying, hey, guys, my name's, you know who I am. It's I or John or David or Peter or Eva or Mary. I just want to say, look, I'm really sorry if I haven't gotten back to you. It has been absolutely crazy. I'm honored. I love the fact you guys have grown with me and stuff like that. Please accept my apology, but I will try my best to get back to you. What else can I do? That's the best that I can do. I'm only human, and we try. But if you can't reach out to everyone, then if you can't reach out to everyone, reach out to everyone with a nice message to everyone. And make it personal. Look into the camera. Make them feel like it's you. Make it feel. People will see the passion and the heart.
Totally.
You know this. We listen to you, and you're like a dynamite. You're just like going off like a firecracker. And you know what? We love it. You're infectious. You're passionate. And I don't. I remember you saying once you were worried about the way you speak. I said, well, you speak fine to me. And now you don't care. You just go for it. And I'm so happy for you. I am so happy because there's, English wasn't our first language. So there's people out there who'd love to do it and go, oh, no one's going to understand. Well, no, people do. When you're a woman like this, and, I've got other friends who are born in other countries and their English isn't the best, but they're out there and they're giving it all their best. That's all we want. If you give it
totally. In fact, I do have lots of minorities who reach out to me, and that makes me feel so proud and so happy because I want to inspire those people. I want to show people, just because English is not your native language, it doesn't mean you cannot become a digital storyteller. In fact, maybe you have a better story to share, right? So that's really nice. I just want to respect your time. And what inspires you to bring your son to come to join this program, John? Share with us and share maybe even his educational experience with us. And is he thinking about becoming an entrepreneur? And is he learning the necessary skills from his school environment? Share with us.
So, the perfect example, I'm fortunate enough we've sent Alexander, he's 18 years old now, and we sent him to a really good private school, and, he loves school and he's good at school, but I feel like he not that he's lost, but he just doesn't know what he wants to do. There's a range of things, he wants to become a professional, he wants to do some profession, and then he's looking at being a digital marketer, then he's looking at commerce and economics and in the finance, and then he loves, and he's a really good video editor, so he comes up with he's got some great stuff like that. He's pretty lucky because he's got a dad who's an entrepreneur, or who's a business person, so he's pretty lucky in that way, where I'm constantly giving him tips and tricks, and I know that he hasn't learnt that stuff at school. I know that these young kids, especially because I've got another son, Spencer, at 16, their brain is a sponge. They just want to learn this stuff. They're watching. They're on their phones all the time. They've got it. They're like that. They want to learn. People are like, oh, they're not learning. They're watching this rubbish YouTube and they're playing Fortnite. No, they are learning. They're talking to their mates. So when this opportunity came for us to come I just said, yes, we're in straight away. And then I fortunately asked me to speak. So that makes it even better. I get to share this journey with my son. And with that, we're going to document everything together. So I want us to share this journey from getting on the plane to meeting you and meeting these people to getting off the plane and seeing how much it changes. So I think this for him is going to be life changing. I think meeting, and I must admit, he's very nervous, but I think deep down I can see that excitement. You know,
Totally.
I see it.
Totally. Oh, so many great points. And actually, I just did a video on LinkedIn a few days ago talking about personal branding because I work with other educators and I read the news a lot. I think, like all those are very important skills, and but they are not learning. And also going back to what you were talking about earlier, there are so many options. But I think, for our children, their life has been so structured. They haven't really had much exposure to different ways of life. So they don't really know what they want. And that's why I want to have this immersion in Singapore. And many people ask me, why in Singapore? Why not in the United States? But the deeper reason for this trip to be in Singapore is like, of course, diversity. But I really want our children to be outside of their comfort zone a little bit. Like I travel so much, almost every single major transformation in my life happened as a result of being outside of my comfort zone. And the more exotic country you go to, and the more you are going to cultivate this self-awareness, understanding what inspires you, and understanding even the boxes that have been limiting our understanding of our abilities and our identities and so much more. So I just love how you mentioned this is going to change his life.
I totally agree. I think the schooling system. I think you're going to send shockwaves through the schooling system in a positive way. I think people are going to, think about it and go, I really like what she's doing. I looked at our day, what we're doing. First thing we're doing is meditating. I mean, I'm still struggling with meditation, but I thought,
we're going to do daily meditation at 7 a.m.
I just, wow, what a way to start the day, that 7 a.m. quiet time. We've always been told just to quiet our mind because so much is happening, no phones, no nothing, just that, whether it's 5 minutes or an hour, but I love it. That part of it, I'm so looking forward to it, and watching the transition of these kids, change and evolve. I'll give you an example why I'm so excited about this. The one thing I did like about Alexander School is they have this thing called Red Earth Immersion. They go my son Spencer, who's going to be doing Classroom Without Walls in 2 years' time. He'll be coming to Singapore. We'll be sending him to Singapore with you. So
next year I'm adding more locations, so maybe in a different country.
That's fine. We'll go to a different location, but in 2 years' time, we're going to send him after he's finished his high school to go to university. I think it'll just be perfect. But he went to Arnhem Land, which is where the Aboriginal communities are. 12 days, no phones, no nothing. And do you know what? He got off the plane, and this is why I compare. I don't compare. I use these two examples that work what you are doing. He came off that plane, and one of the first things he said to us, he said, "Dad, Mum, do you know what? They are so happy with nothing." I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "They don't have phones and they don't have cars, and they just live off the land, barefoot, running around, chasing kangaroos, living amazing, beautiful lives." And I went, "Wow!" And he said, all the boys who left were crying when they left. These are 16-year-old boys who, are told not to be tough and
totally.
rah. Now they're like shedding tears.
Oh my God.
And that's why I'm so excited. And, if there's people out there
who yeah. Oh my God. I have to interrupt you because I led study abroad trips before, and almost every single time by the end of the trip, everybody just bonded so much. We started to really get to know each other beyond our accent, beyond our skin color, nationality, racial, sexual orientation. We really start to bond as human beings. And also social media, I really want even for this entrepreneurship immersion, people will be learning social media, personal branding. We'll be talking about Instagram and discussing LinkedIn. And Dr. Natalia from UAE will be talking about personal branding, essential elements. I really want our children to go beyond the superficial usage of social media. Social media is not just to boost your ego, to say, how many people followed me, but actually how we are using social media. to share a message, like to do a live interview, to change lives, to create impact, to make difference. And I think this is something that many children are now learning from their school environment. That's why I'm really passionate about like help them understand. Otherwise, and also going back to what you mentioned earlier of this meditation, I don't know if you see this, John. I really start to see like entrepreneurship is such an inside out journey. And we really have to cultivate the within to make the inside so strong. Whatever happens outside, they will not affect you at all, because the internal is so strong. What other people say or think about you, you know what? I don't really care. And you believe in yourself, the internal is like really strong, a solid foundation. And that's why we do meditation to discover the divine.
You know, it's funny you should. I'm so glad you're doing this because, and saying this because I'm just insecure as everyone else. But you know, the online bullying that I've been bullied online. I've been told stuff. You know, firstly, you're too old. You're 55. You're going bald. You're going grey. You don't. You know, you're fat. I said, well, actually, I'm not that fat. I don't think I'm fat. But you know, you don't know what you're doing. And you know what? I love it. Just bring it on. You know, and but the problem is my kids and your kids and the kids out there who are going to come online, some of them can't take it. So I believe what you're doing is going to build and help them with their self-esteem. It boils down to your self-esteem.
Totally.
Being able to listen to a bully and go, you know what? You can say whatever you like. Keep going. It doesn't bother me. I am strong within and I am powerful without. So you don't have to worry about me. You just keep bullying and I'll keep going stronger and stronger and getting, building my self-esteem to better than you. I mean, we've got to stop these kids who are hurting themselves. There's these, you know, this is why I want these kids online, because they have a story. There's a 15-year-old boy out there who could tell his story, or a 21-year-old girl who could tell her story, and their story can save one person's life. It has to stop, but we need people on there telling us what they're going through and being vulnerable and stuff. You know, we've gone through stuff as well, you know, and I'm happy to talk about it.
Yeah, I so agree. And, you know, everyone, because I do research in this, and going back to traveling and study abroad, I actually discovered there are so many startup founders, entrepreneurs. They actually gained their ideas from being overseas for an extended period of time. And I think there's something, and you like at a deeper level, you know, like when you are overseas, you can really see each other more as human beings, you know, like I think that can stop the bullying a little bit, to go beyond what separates us, but to see more of the deeper at the emotional level, what are the things that connect us. So I love how you mentioned, because I experienced this when I started my journey, when I started talking about education is broken. And many of my friends, you know, one person blocked me on social media, and like, in fact, not many educators are still talking with me. And but like I don't care. Like I used to care a lot, but now I think I don't. I think also like definitely gain a lot more confidence and just do the inner work, you know, going back again to meditation, and really helped me a lot, and connect with people like you. Yeah.
Well, you need to look at the people that are coming to, I shouldn't say teach, maybe we are coming to teach and help and guide and mentor and coach. But you ought to see the caliber of people that you're doing. So if you're watching this, anyone around the world who's watching this and thinking about it, have a look at the quality that I has got, the quality of people that she's bringing to the table for your children to be engaging with, to be coached with, to be mentored with. You know, I know I'm going to get to know everyone, but you have a laughter coach. Who does that? Like, that is, I can't wait to meet her. I forgot her name, so I'm sorry if you're watching.
Yeah.
You know, what a great thing to bring up a laughter coach. How cool is that? Just shows you that with that, you can fight anything. So no, it's just
So
amazing.
here, I'm so happy you mentioned that. So Caroline, she's going to discuss personal development. Already spotlighted her a few days ago, and she is just a fountain of knowledge. Will really help our children to go within. Okay, we kept mentioning this, to go within, to really discover who they are, to wake up their soul a little bit.
Yeah.
And my dear friend Clarice, she just spoke at Inbound, where they had 26,000 people this year, and she's going to discuss Google Analytics. She rocked the stage. She's amazing. My dear friend Jeff Hunter, I'm going to spotlight him soon. He's going to discuss effective copywriting. Writing for social media, digital social media writing is very, very different from writing a school paper, academic writing, or whatever. You need to learn an effective skill. And my dear friend Dr. Natalia from UAE is such a LinkedIn star, and she will be discussing essential elements of personal branding. Joseph and Sushi. Sushi is the laughter coach.
Sushi, we just became friends on Facebook. I can't wait. I can't wait.
She just had, so she's going to be she and Joseph will be doing our closing keynote, and Joseph will be discussing how to embrace failures and mistakes, and Sushi will be ending our conference with some laughter exercise. So really excited. And my friend Stella is a LinkedIn star, will be discussing LinkedIn. My Dr. Terry from Jamaica, and she is an Instagram star. I don't even know, maybe millions of followers. She is like literally amazing. And my dear friend Tim Quinn is a social media influencer, joining us from London. So we literally have right here people from already UK, US, Australia, Singapore, Jamaica, and UAE, a few different countries. So it's amazing. I can't wait to learn from each of you, and I need to add you there, John.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll get there. We just yeah. I'm so excited. I'm excited for you, but then also I'm excited for Alexander, my son. I'm excited for the other kids who are coming around, young adults who, are going to walk out of there 10 days later as changed people in a positive way. That's, it's like, and the other thing too, which I'm so happy you did it in Singapore. The food they're going to eat, the culture they're going to meet, but we're going to be, after it, we're going to just that big group hug and we'll see you later and we'll fly back to our homes and we'll connect online and we'll see each other. We'll go, hey, how you going? Hello.
I can share with you now. I also designed this epic activity, and we're going to do on the last day. I'm going to make a fake wall, and we're going to smash that. Classroom.
Beautiful.
Without us. We're going to do that on the last day. I'm really excited, John, and thank you so much for sharing everything. I can't wait to see you in person and to learn more about using social media and leverage social media to build an engaging community. And I can't wait to meet your son in person. So share with us, where can people connect with you and get to know you more and learn more about you? And by the way, we had 20 people join us live on a Sunday evening. Guys, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah. So
thank you,
John, where can people
So anyway, and you can follow me on LinkedIn. I'm John Capos. I'm now also Chocolate Johnny on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If you guys want to, I'm going to be teaching. We're going to do some TikToks. So I'm going to show you how to make some funny TikToks.
Yeah, maybe you should also discuss TikTok, because I don't use that at all.
Well, it's funny you should say that. I just messaged TikTok. I emailed them. I'm going to start advertising on TikTok. So they do some ads. So I'm going to start advertising more on TikTok, more on Instagram to promote Perfection Chocolate. So yeah, everyone can find me. I'm at Chocolate Johnny.
How long have you been using TikTok?
So TikTok was originally called Musical.ly, and I've been on it since about 2015.
When Gary Vee was talking about it, yeah.
Yeah, I was on it. Well, Gary Vee, everyone knows Gary Vee, but I was using it, and then Gary Vee says, "Get on it," and I'm like, "But I'm already on it."
So amazing.
Yeah. And now I'm using it. We use it quite often. I mean, I'll give you an example. My wife Eva has 15 followers. That's it. she did a TikTok of me being choked by one of the staff because she wanted a pay rise. It was a funny prank. We were just mucking around, and I didn't know she recorded it. And then she went back and choked me more, but it really actually she started choking. She goes, because she was learning how to be a personal trainer, and she's up to 15,000 views. It's like, so from there, people are connecting. I mean, I've been on it longer than her, and I've had the most as 1,000 views. So so it's crazy the way it's all working and happening. So, you can reach out to me. I love Instagram because I love the DM. So I'm on Facebook at Chocolate Johnny. If you guys ever want to reach out, please do not hesitate. Follow me. Connect with me, tell me you saw us on Here With I, and if there's any way I can help you in any way, I don't care. If you want me to send you a bit of chocolate, maybe we can talk. But definitely, I'm more than happy if you guys reach out, and please do. Here's a great way for you guys to get out and your comfort zone. Just message me, say, hey, Chocolate Johnny, hey, John Capos. I saw you on and I was too afraid to do this, but you encouraged me, and that's what I'd love to watch and hear. And if you're thinking about coming to Singapore, hit up this woman this way. Make sure you do it. Sign up. The value is far exceeds. I mean, we looked at it and thought this was going to be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars at a reasonable price. And I just went, yeah, we're in. So I just want to say a big thank you to you. And I just hope, we can have more people around the world come with us, because it is going to change their lives.
We are definitely 100%, if not every single penny return, because I can definitely promise everyone on that. It's going to, and my own son and some other speakers are also going to bring their children, like the future entrepreneurs.
That's right. So I have to bring extra chocolate for your kids and their kids.
Absolutely. We're going to have so much fun. I can't wait. And thank you. Yeah. Thank you again, John. This is incredible. And everyone, thank you so much for joining us live on a Sunday evening. And some of you actually, Lance, I don't know if you know him. I forgot his last name, Scholar from Australia. And he knows you. And
does he?
Yeah.
Lance.
See?
Come and see it. Come and see us, mate. Come and grab a hot chocolate.
For quite some time, I don't even know your last name, because I always know you as Chocolate Johnny. I was like, what's your last name? I don't even know. It was so interesting.
Well, that's funny because because everyone knows me as Chocolate Johnny, no one knows my real name. So now,
exactly.
Now, when I get introduced on stage, it's easy. I tell everyone, call me John Capos, aka Chocolate Johnny, and that way then people start looking at me, because Chocolate Johnny is a great brand, but then also, John Capos is the real me, but so is Chocolate Johnny. But anyway,
that matters. You, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, my dear friend. I will see you in a few weeks. And everyone, thank you so much for joining us live. And I will be spotlighting more speakers. So stay tuned. And I hope to see some of you in Singapore.
Thanks. I see you, everyone. Good day. Have a great day.
Yeah. Bye.